everybody. Welcome to another edition of Common Sense. A process so rare it should be considered a superpower. And as always, this podcast and others in the Jazzy Groove Rainy Day podcast family are brought to you by the power of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you like what we do, support the channel. Drop a like. Subscribe. Notify. Share. And comment. And now, let's get into it. Let's get active. Let's get involved. Today's show is called What Men Want. And I can already hear you guys going, oh God, here we go, and saying all this negative stuff and reaching to turn the channel. But before you do that, I'm happy to some game. At the end of it, you have a better understanding of what we want and how to navigate us. Or you can choose to ignore it and continue going the way that you're going. And let me know how that works out for you. What do men really want? We want three major components. We want a woman to be fit, feminine, and present. Those are the three criteria we want. And they don't have to be in that order, and they don't have to be all three. That's how simple us guys really are. As long as you're fit, you're in. But, and this has to be said, this allows you access to us. This gets you in the door. Your attractiveness, your beauty gets you in the door. And that's all it does. What happens next is totally up to you. And to be brutally honest with you, most women today fail miserably at that. It's like that commercial back in the day with Rodney Dangerfield and all those guys playing bowling. And the guy says, you only need one pin, Rodney. Same thing about a dating. You need one thing. Just one. 2 is a bonus, and 3 were in heaven. I'll marry her right now. Where's the rabbi? Where's the pastor? Where's the justice of the peace? Where's anybody? I'm gonna marry her now. Because here's an uncomfortable, well, not uncomfortable, but we'll say this is a hard truth. Men, for the most part, want to get married. I know. Kind of wild, isn't it? But men want to get married. It's all the extraneous BS that you got to deal with that turns us off to it. And here is an uncomfortable truth. Shout out to my sister podcast. Here's an uncomfortable truth about that. Even when you don't get married to the state or by the state, they still get their clause in it. Because that's what a common law marriage is. After 7 years in a lot of states in America, the state and federal government will recognize 2 people that cohabitate, a couple. And it takes 7 years for this to happen. want is simplicity in itself. I'm going to say it one more time, and then I'm going to ask you later as a quiz, so pay close attention. What do men want? You want women that are fit, feminine, and friendly. That's all you need to get in the door. Oh yeah, there are other things like personality, agreeableness, femininity, those sort of things. Those things are what we look at further down the line. But let's be honest here. When a man and woman first meet, the first time they see each other, they look and go, oh, he's attractive, or oh, she's not. Oh, he's attractive. Yeah, not really. And we go from there. Now, as stated in this and other podcasts in this space, the two sexes are asymmetrical, which basically means whatever one wants, the other one wants the opposite. It's because positive and negative, yin and yang, together make a whole. And I think a lot of people in general, and women in particular, either don't recognize it, don't care to recognize it, or simply can't see it. Either way, it's an L. But that's, I mean, all you need to get in the door is to look good. Then I've broken it down even further. I'm not saying you have to be a showstopper. I'm not saying you have to be a stunner. I'm not saying you have to be drop dead gorgeous. You have to look good. And I say about 75 to 80% of women running around today look good. That's why men, and because men's request list is so small to begin with, everybody fits into it. Women, on the other hand, no, you got a laundry list. You got to be 6 foot. You got to be making $100,000. You got to have big D energy. You got to be charismatic. You got to be strong. You got to be funny. You got to be, there's just so many things. And I know I'm leaving stuff out. But there's so many things you need to do. But again, that list is after you get in the door. Here's a hard truth about women. Women want a guy that looks good, period. And that look good, as with anything human related, is subjective. But it makes it no less relevant. It makes it no less a fact. Women want someone to look good. And that's where guys have an advantage. Let's say you got 2 people and they're both ugly. Not meh. I mean, get away. Now, each one you would think is screwed. But no, not really. Let's look at the male first. The male can compensate for his lack of aesthetic his aesthetics. The way he looks. He can compensate for that with other things. Does he look that good? Make more money. Be more charismatic. Be more funny. Be more engaging. tall, get lifts. Go in the gym, get a better body. That's what, and then when he goes out, women will say, well, look again. And then when he has money on top of it, oh, I got to get next to that. And you overcome that shortcoming. Now, for a woman, it unbelievably is even easier. Why do I say that? How could it possibly be easier? She's ugly. Yeah, she's ugly, but she's a female. And men love females. Men want to smash. So if there's no way someone's gonna find out, they'll hit it. Once again, third base. On the song The Cactus. She searches, she's alone on the island. Chill like you only get on an island. And next to him is a 300-pound white man. No one to see this. And there's the key word, the key phrase she said. No one to see this. Boom! I dropped my fluid like a chemist. Once again, no one to see this. There are no witnesses. It's you and the female. And even if the female gets bold and decides to tell the world the rest of the things, all you gotta go is wasn't me. I didn't do it. She can't prove it because no one else is there. Unless you were dumb enough to not unprotected, then 9 months later, she could get you. But even with that, all she has to do is be there. And she's guaranteed access. Men, not so much. We're going to look at a video. I happen to see this today during my break. And let's watch it. And we'll see what can be said. Let me see. Actually, I think let me see. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I got to do something real quick. There we go. There we go. Let's begin.
And Ryan from Hardly Initiated, and we're going to be having some really tough conversations about single Black women, especially the successful ones, and why dating sometimes seemingly is difficult for them. So
That was so hard, I'm coughing. I call Cap right off the bat. No, sister, no, you get no love this way. And you may wonder why I'm such in arms and I'm out in my feelings so early in the video. We're going to watch a bit of it, and you're going to see why.
I just want to turn my attention to these wonderful gentlemen. Thank you, Ty and Ryan, for being on the show. And I want to give you guys an opportunity to introduce yourself. So, Ty?
Just had tough conversations when we came here. I was like, wow.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yes, well, Tyshawn Jackson. I am the host of the Hardly Initiated podcast, co-host. Me and Ryan here both. And excited to be here today.
Good. Ryan?
Ryan Catchings, co-host of Hardly Initiated. I'm not sure if I'm excited or what, but yeah.
I'm happy to see y'all, and I'm happy to get to it.
Likewise.
Right. So you guys have a super
Understanding of those things is we're gonna stay in this place. I really do believe, thankfully now, because of, again, the guests we've been bringing on, because me studying
that's not it. Hold on.
the game and studying.
Hold on, I'll find it.
and I'm not doing my part. You go to a lawyer, you say, you know what? The business with Allison isn't working. I want to dissolve our LLC. The Ty and Allison LLC, I want to dissolve it. Because you're the one who dissolved it, because you're the one who did the paperwork, you're the one who caused the separation? Or isn't it the person who didn't fulfill their side of the bargain? So,
Okay. I'm going to call you out right off the bat because I see where this question is going. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure you out. The question she's really getting to is if women initiate divorces at such a high rate. Studies have it between 70 and 80% for women and between 80 and 90% if they're college educated. And she's wondering, whose fault is it for that? Is it for the person that initiates the paperwork or the person that didn't fulfill their ended obligation? Which is fine and dandy, but it forgets one major component. And that component is this. Women get bored a heck of a lot faster than we guys do. And that is what we mean by irreconcilable differences, which is womenese for I got bored. It's that simple. And on the man's side, like the song goes, and I can't remember who sang it, but it's in my head. As far as I know, nothing's wrong till I hear it from you. Which means I'm going to go out my business every day and everything's wonderful right up to the point where you tell me it's not. Then I'll get worried about it. Because men are not as clued up as women are. Women read in between the lines. Men don't. Women can get the feel of a room a heck of a lot faster than most guys can. If you have a gift where you can do that too, that's a bonus for you, but it's not the natural. It's not the norm. It is the exception, not the rule. Now we're going to get back to this video and we're going to see what the gentlemen say about it.
So that statistical conversation always bothers me because that's not logical. Just because the person who does the paperwork doesn't mean that's the person who caused the rift that caused that breakup.
No. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. Because you're about to simp. One thing I don't like about these guys, they have their podcast. I'm not going to recommend it because I don't see any value in it. Now, they may change my mind, and it remains to be seen, but as of right now, especially this Thai person, he's trying to play both sides against each other. And you simply don't have to do that. Remember, you're in a space where you're speaking to people who are not heard. You're speaking power for the powerless. You are the mouthpiece of a bunch of people, guys in this instance, that are saying enough is enough. We've seen it. You've heard it. There's got to be another way around it. What is it? Let's continue.
That's accurate. Do you think that every single time that person files, that it should have been filed and it could not have been worked through?
Oh, no, I'm sure that most marriages can be saved.
I can already tell you I'm not going to be able to watch much of this. I can tell you that for nothing. Because there's going to be a lot of pandering. Although that being said, Ty does most of the pandering. The other guy, I forget his name, he's more down to earth. But the question that you should really ask is, why did she initiate the divorce proceedings? Not, do you think that it could be both? You have an issue with one or the other. Why did you? It is a known fact that women initiate divorces. Why are you initiating a divorce? Why? Irreconcilable differences. What the French toast does that mean? Translation. I got bored. You got bored. Yes, I got bored. Okay. If you got bored, why did you get bored? And what could you do going forward so that you don't get as bored as quickly as you did in the future? And I'm not turning it on people. This isn't a gotcha thing. And I really don't have any hate for anybody in this video. If I'm going to be honest with myself, I don't hate them. I disagree with her and I disagree with Ty. Why did you initiate the divorce? And now I'm not saying you as in her, but why does the woman initiate divorce? Why do you want it? You married me. You wanted me enough to marry me. Why don't you want me anymore? And I can hear a big, I'm going to get back to it in a second. But I can see one big issue that women may have is he cheated. To which I say, that's terrible. But that's not a deal breaker. And I say that because every male on this planet has a wandering eye. That's where it starts. It's been said that men crave variety, and that's true, but it starts with the look. You're walking. in this way. And that's how it escalates. It's just, and the thing is that, shout out to the great Chris Rock. He said it first, and it's worth repeating. Men are as faithful as their options. Or men are only as faithful as their options. Shout out to Myron who said it on his show as well, Fresh and Fit. But Chris Rock said it first. And the more options a man has, the more he's likely to want to explore them. That's not to say he doesn't love you. Chances are, he loves the hell out of you. He married you. He gave you the ring, gave you the last name, and will do anything up to and including give his life for you. Not her. And you can't forgive that. That says something about you. Is he serial cheating? Okay, there may be a problem, and you may want to reconsider that. But if it's a once-off, you can't get past it. That's the deal breaker. That's the hill you're willing to die on. You made wedding vows. For better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part. Where in there says irreconcilable differences? I'll wait. I'll give you a hint. You won't find it. You won't. Because it's not there. Is it fair? No, no one should cheat. And I'm not saying that you should. Nobody should cheat. But we're human. Humans can, will, and often do make mistakes. And that, in a nutshell, that truly is what post-nut clarity is. You realize you made a mistake, and that realization comes after you've done the business. Because up to that point, all you can think about is, this is going to be good, this is going to be good, this is going to be good. You don't hear anything else. Every other voice in your head is drowned out. All you can think of is, I'm going to get laid. This must be my lucky day. What did I just do? Oh my God. I gotta go. Where you go? I gotta go. Talk to you later. Get your clothes on. Oh my, never have again. My God, I don't believe that. That's why a male could have sex with someone he despises. Doesn't take much to get a guy off. And again, it's not right, it's not fair, it's not kind, it's not just. Not saying it is. Not saying people guys should cheat. Not saying that women should automatically just forgive the guy after he cheats. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is that cheating is a human fallacy and should be treated as such. It's not a deal breaker. It should not ruin the relationship. You spend all that time building, both of you. He falls off for a minute, and now it's over. No, it shouldn't be over. And the only reason why it is over is because a woman, once again, through the eyes of the government, gets rewarded for leaving. And it's not fair to guys at all. Because we're going against our primal nature. Or not Star Trek, our prime directive. A male's prime directive is to sow his seed often. That's fulfilling the biblical prophecy. Be fruitful, become many, and subdue the earth. How do you be fruitful? You have sex. What is a man and woman's primary purpose on earth? To reproduce. No more. No, there are other things that we do that will benefit and harm the planet, but our primary goal is to survive and thrive. That's it. And the government will take half your money. Take your kids. Take your house. Take your car. The woman will demonize you, ostracize you, to set you up for ridicule. And also, shout out to Pearl and everybody else that's talked about it. There are ways they can even facilitate it. All you have to do in the UK, I don't know about America, but I've heard this about the UK, and I've lived there, so there is truth to it. But all you have to do is file a restraining order. You don't have to prove it. Thanks to the Me Too movement, you don't have to prove it. File a restraining order. He gets kicked out of his own house. Denied access to the kids he helped create. And you can do this for up to 2 months before they even see you in court. I ask you, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's some of the things that they do. So I ask you, is that fair? Is that kind? Is that just? Is that right? No! No, it's not. Not even close. But that's what we have to deal with. Let's tie it back into what men really want. And what men really want is the opposite of what I've just described. Sharp, shout out to you. Michael Sartain, shout out to you. Roll Tomato, shout out to you. And a whole bunch of other creators in the space. This is why they advocate for leaving you all the hell alone. And the fiercest components of that are fresh and fit. And from what I'm seeing and what I'm watching and what I'm hearing, I can't blame them. I can't find any fault in their life. Shout out to Pearl for Just Pearly Things. We're finding out the juice isn't worth the squeeze. So if it's not worth the squeeze, what are you doing on the ladder reaching for the fruit? Get down. Leave it alone. Worry about you. Concentrate on making yourself the best you can be. The women will come. I guarantee that. The women will come once you are at a space where you truly love yourself. They'll come. It's a happy byproduct. But by that point, do you really need them? I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think that you need them is simply because look what you're doing without them. Look at all that you attain on your own. Did a woman help you do that? No. But she'll ride the coattails of it. That in itself is like, man, that's not cool. I'm telling you, I got married at just the right time. I got married at the tail end of the 90s. Because if I waited any longer and went into the aughts, and I'm not married, I'm not getting married. Because women have gotten more and more diluted, the marketplace has become more and more competitive, and it's harder and harder to actually win in the game. It's hard. Let's get back to it.
I am confident that most marriages, unless we're talking about something that's on a level of abuse, it can be saved. But just that statistic is always thrown out as, well, women are the problem because we're the ones who file. It's a document. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but with my experience with men, they usually don't do paperwork. Right?
Bullshit. It's not that they don't do paperwork. There's enough paperwork to be done at work. The last thing they want to do is come home to more paperwork. So they'll put it off. They'll put it off. They're pushing paper all day, every day. And they're going to come home, here, sign this. Why? You don't love me anymore? Why should I do that? We've gone past the point of no return. Is that what you're telling me?
Right? Wives, moms are the ones who enroll kids in school. They're the ones who make sure that their documentation is filled out for
Stop. Why does that happen? Let's break this down for a second. Why do women do all that paperwork and stuff like that? Because they're there. single dad living at home, he's the one doing it. But you don't want to hear about that. Women fill out the paperwork because women are there most of the time. Before, my wife's not working, but she decided to go back to work once the kids were out and in school. Before that, I worked and she stayed home. Yes, she filled out all the paperwork because she was there. Now they're in school, she's working, so we both do it. But to say what you said is stupid, ignorant, and disingenuous. Not to mention flat out wrong.